Hi, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me today. I just wanted to share a little refresher with you with reference to Pictograph. I know this is something we did at the beginning of the year, so hopefully this will be helpful to you. When we think of Pictograph, first off, I'm just going to go through the different components or the different parts of a pictograph, and then we'll get into our actual objective for today. Again, our goal today is, as mathematicians, we are to work independently to be able to read a pictograph by paying attention to the scale. Okay, and that is key. We need to ensure that on a regular basis, whenever we're looking at a pictograph, we need to pay attention to that scale. So in this case, a pictograph, again, remember, pictograph is it represents data using pictures or symbols for the values. Today, we are looking at the average minutes spent working on iReady at home. So here the data is presented for kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, and fifth grade. Now, when we look at the pictograph, we're seeing several smiley faces. But again, a lot of us make the mistake of counting the smiley faces as 1, 2, 3, 4, thinking that's how many. That's what the total quantity is. However, we do, again, as I said at the beginning, we need to pay attention to that scale. When we look at the bottom, we're seeing the scale indicates that each smiley face represents 10 total minutes spent on iReady at home. So rule of thumb, whenever we are looking at data, the first thing we need to pay attention to is labeling. It is key that we are labeling our data. That way, if we ask questions as we go through the problem, it's a lot easier for us to answer those questions. So just count with me as I go through the data here. So again, remember, each smiley face is worth 10 minutes spent on iReady. So we have 1, 2, 3 smiley faces. We could say 3 times 10, or we could say 10, 20, 30. But wait a minute. This is not an entire or complete smiley face. This is only half a smiley face. So now we have to think of what is half of 10. Okay, so thinking of our division skills, if we split 10 into 2 equal parts, that would give us 5. So here, count with me again: 10, 20, 30. 30 plus 5, that would give us a total of 35. So I'm just, again, key here is to label your information as you're going through the data. With reference to first grade, we don't have any half smiley faces, so we can just count 10, 20, 30, 40. So the total number of minutes, average minutes spent by first graders is 40. Second grade, 10, 20, 30, and again, we have a half. Half, we said, was 5 based on the scale. So like kindergarten, second grade has spent an average of 35 minutes on iReady. We're now looking at third grade. Third grade, we have 1 full smiley faces and a half. Interesting. Count with me: 10 plus 5 minutes. That would give us a total of 15 minutes. So right here, we are seeing that third graders are not spending the amount of time they should be spending on iReady. So fourth grade, 10, 20, 30, 40, 40 and a half smiley faces. So they have met their goal of 45 minutes on average on iReady. Fifth grade, on the other hand, this should be a sad smiley face, sorry. They have spent a total of 10 minutes. So here you have it. Again, rule of thumb is to label your data once you're presented with information by counting through and documenting exactly what each value represents. So now we're going to go through and we're going to answer a few questions. So looking at the slide here, it says, which grade level spent the most number of minutes working on iReady? So if for some of you, you do not label your information, you would have to go through again. And some of you may say, when I look down here, fourth grade has the most number of smiley faces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, nope, nope. That is incorrect. Again, remember, focus on the scale. The scale says each smiley face represents 10 minutes. So going through here, we're going to count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45 minutes. But I'm just going to relabel each of my grade level information here. Kindergarten, do you remember what kindergarten was? Awesome job, 35. What about first grade? Good job. You guys are awesome. Second grade? That's right, second grade also has 35 minutes. And third grade, we have some work to do. 15 minutes, and so does fifth grade with 10 minutes. So now the question is, which grade level spend the most? So let me see if I can highlight the key pieces of information here. Just bear with me again. This is all new here. Incorrect. So I'm just going to click on it here. Okay. And then we're going to highlight which grade level spend the most number of minutes working on iReady. So when we look here, again, we know most means the greatest number. So 35, 40, 35, 15, 45, 10. So as we look at the numbers, 45 is the greatest number. If we go across, that is fourth grade. So again, remember, in math, we always answer in a complete sentence. Just bear with me 1 minute. So the question was, which grade level spend the most, our ANS? And it's on black, so you can't see. Let's make it yellow. Our answer is fourth grade spent the most minutes on iReady. Awesome. So there you have it. Okay. So again, as I said, once you label your information, it's pretty easy to go through to answer the questions. Let's look at another question here. So question 2, and now it's all labeled for us. Question 2 says, how many more minutes did first graders spend on iReady than third and fifth grade combined? So if we're going through the information here, okay, so I'm going to document my answer sentence before I even go through and look at my key pieces of information. Okay, NS. And remember, in the classroom, we tend to use our EPA format. And I'm just, again, in the later stages of the year, we just, instead of drawing the complete chart, we were just going through, pulling out the key pieces of information. But again, it is essential that we are documenting our answer sentence before we do anything. So the question said, how many more minutes did first graders spend on iReady than third grade and fifth graders combined. So I'm going to document first graders spent, blank more minutes than third and fifth graders combined. Okay, so as I look at this information here, the word combined is telling me I'm going to put a couple of things together. Okay, so I am combining it. That is something, it's essential to look at that word. Okay, so I'm just going to highlight the word combined. Okay, can you see that? Maybe not, bad choice. Again, it's a whole new world here, guys. Bear with me. Okay, so combined. What is being combined? Third grade and fifth grade. So I would put a star beside third grade and fifth grade. That's where I know that's exactly what I'm going to be paying attention to. Third grade and fifth grade. I said a star, but I put an arrow. That's okay, it doesn't matter. But the key here is that I'm documenting what I'm looking at. So I need the combined amount of fifth grade and third grade. So third grade has a total of 10, third grade has a total of 15. And again, it's defaulted to black, so I have to keep changing it. Otherwise, you won't be able to see what I'm doing here. So third grade has a total of 15, and fifth grade has a total of 10. So I need to combine the two, okay? So again, which means I need to add the two. So 15, and you guys are all amazing mathematicians, 15 plus 10, that would give me a total of 25 minutes. Now, am I done? No, I'm not, because I've yet to answer the question. They wanted to know the difference between first grade and third and fifth combined. So fifth grade and third combined is a total of 25. First grade, so let me just make a note. Third plus fifth. Okay. I think you guys can see that. Just 1 second. Okay. So third plus fifth is 25. And then we know that first grade when I look at first grade again, is a total of 40. So now I need to find the difference between first grade and first grade and third and fifth combined. So now I'm going to subtract, because again, if I'm comparing, I'm finding the difference between them. When we find the difference, we're subtracting. So the difference between the two, let's put it in yellow here. Uh, 40, and I'm just going to bring this down here. I wish we had an easier way to do this, but again, sign of the times. We're dealing with new territory over here, and This is my first loom I'm trying here. So 40, uh-oh, I'm not sure what's going on right now. Just bear with me, guys. So 40, take away 15. What am I saying? 25, okay? Because it can't be 15 since I had to combine third grade and fifth grade. So we have to be very careful and pay attention to what we're doing. So 40 take away 25 or minus 25, that would leave us with a difference of 15. Okay, 15, and then our units, 15 minutes. So another way we could have done that, okay, we could have looked at, we have 10, 20, 10, 20, 20, 25, okay? And then we get rid of 20, 10, 20, and then half, so that would leave us with the 15, okay? Pretty straightforward. So we go back to our answer, and then we put in our 15 more minutes, okay? So hopefully that's pretty straightforward. I'm not going to go through this one with you. I do, in fact, want you to try it on your own. Again, pay attention to the key pieces of information. They're asking you in this case, how many fewer minutes did third graders spend on iReady than the kindergarteners? So think of what grade levels are being compared. Put an asterisk on arrow or circle the grade levels that you're interested in comparing. And then again, as I said, before you even work anything out, please ensure you're writing your answer sentence. Okay? So I hope this has been helpful for you. Feel free to reach out to myself or any of the third grade teachers should you have any questions with reference to that. Thank you for watching, and do have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.